Mr. Senthil Kumar, who is the Vice President at Nidec Drives in Asia. Where is the growth for Nidec Drives coming in from India, and specifically from which industries? Is this from the HVAC industry or an industrial sector or any OEM?
I must say that growth is coming all across HVAC, OEM and general industry. But I must signal out that given the boom in data center, HVAC plays a significant central role for us. But the beauty of our drives is it's focused on much more high performance applications. So our ability to adapt to multiple OEM applications is significant. So I would say that it's coming from OEM as well.
The pie diagram kind of a breakup of which industries are looking more promising to you?
The high performance in terms of textiles and plastics, and this is where really high performance is required, and you see that the growth is coming from that, our ability to meet the demanding application requirement. On the other hand, with data centers, with the scale of growth, what you see in data centers, we are seeing huge demand from that.
Could you take us through retrofitting versus new installation VFD business in Asia? What is the split? What is shifting?
I would say both are very much important, right? So we go after new growth from greenfield investments or brownfield investment, but retrofit, the significance is in our ability to make a difference, ability to differentiate, meet the application requirements in demanding timelines. So that's where retrofit would always score over a greenfield requirement in our ability to differentiate and meet the application requirement.
When we talk about retrofitting, that is basically to fit into new parts and make it workable. Do you think that the industry is really aware of this and they are using retrofitting? Your thoughts on this?
No, it's not about fixing new parts and ensuring we provide new equipment. It's about enhancing. Retrofits about enhancing the productivity, bringing in the latest technology to improve energy efficiency, enhance the productivity, and also deliver superior performance. And that's where retrofit really scores over anything else for us.
Nidec driving building integrated drive packages or drive motor packages, which are like IE5 synchronous reluctance. Is this optional or this is still going on?
Coming from Nidec family, I must say that we have drives, we have complex motion controllers, we have motors all in-house. So our ability to integrate and deliver solutions to customer is really a notch above many in the industry. It's going to be significant when vendor like us are in a position to integrate and meet the customer requirement, and our product line, our portfolio perfectly allows us to do that.
Voltage fluctuations and unstable grid conditions as far as the Indian industrial corridors or Indian industrial clusters are concerned. So how are your drives configured differently to adapt to these Indian grid fluctuations versus the situations which are prevailing in the European context?
It's a very important question given the context of our situation in India and Asia. The general perception is drives which are designed in the Western conditions, European conditions, may not meet the requirement of Indian conditions. And this is where we have significantly different in the context that wide range of input power conditioning equipments are provided in our drives. What it means is that it can take into account of fluctuations in a wide range and still deliver the output conditions which is much better than what the input was. So it's about wide range of input conditioning driven by the technology which we were inheriting for such a long time.
Are we seeing an improvement in the fluctuations in the recent years?
Let's say in the last decade alone, the power generation and our ability to meet stable power conditions in India has improved significantly, I would say. Having said that, the demand side, the supply side and demand side management, if you look at the demand is also significantly higher. The supply side is trying to cope with that. Always in a growing country like India, supply and demand would never catch up. In that context, these fluctuations are bound to be there, and it's inherent upon vendors and inherent upon us to ensure that the equipments are supplied to absorb these fluctuations, which is exactly we do.
Talk to us about this government is pushing the water and wastewater under the Jal Jeevan mission for smart cities. Is that one area where you see major demand for VFD drives coming in, given the government push in this particular domain?
Huge amount of investment into Jal Jeevan mission and in water and wastewater all across. And given the size of the country, given the size of the population, I would say this is an area which is huge investments are happening, and obviously everything is pump, right? And variable speed drives plays a significant role in ensuring that water is distributed into the nook and corner of the country. Yes, you're right, and this is a huge industry, and VFDs really play a crucial role in delivering the last mile connectivity of water supply in India, and Nidec Drives play a significant role in this sector.
Traditionally, textile and metals have been a very strong hold for the traditional Indian manufacturing. Is that the volume still comes for your company? EV and battery manufacturing are again some domains which is really driving your sales.
It's not one or either. It's about retaining the traditional industries, which is backbone of manufacturing. Textiles, plastics, HVAC, all are backbone of Indian industry. It's about retaining and catering to the requirements of existing engineering industries, but as well as our ability to cater to the developing industries like EV and battery and BESS, all of that. So it's both, and Nidec Drives are perfectly capable of meeting the demands in the both upcoming industry, new age industries, and then conventional traditional industries.
Given the kind of reputation what Nidec has in drives and other domains, do you have any specific case study or any specific milestone project which you have done for your customer?
It's about how do we leverage the inbuilt intelligence, right? And we have been in this field for quite some time. So the whole focus is on how do we deliver superior performance, high performance, right, in a complex applications. So our focus has always been how can we support customers deliver superior product and superior output, leveraging the high performance technology what we have.
Do you see where the industry is failing exactly when adopting your drives or when adopting the new age technologies? What can the manufacturers learn?
I would say it's not failing. It's about, as you rightly mentioned, helping the customer and helping the industry to adapt to the new age technologies, right? The role of manufacturer like us is to ensure that we prepare customers by extensive training, both offline and online and so on, preparing them for the new age technology with extensive training. And that's a responsibility at Nidec Drives. We take it very, very seriously. Once we are able to understand the challenge and the pain points and help them adapt with the latest technology, and I would say that it would be much better. Implementation would improve much better, and then we will get much better.
Any message to the industry?
I would say whether we want or not, new technology is going to keep growing and technology is going to develop. So it's in our interest that we adapt as soon as possible. And it's our role, manufacturers and industry leaders like us, it's our role to help customers to ensure they adapt it. So let's go in hand in adapting technology to deliver superior product and superior performance to the customers.